Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be taking a long awaited tour of the yard for August, only because I kept saying that I was gonna do a tour but never really got around to it. In my last video, my intent was to do the tour of the front yard, but I didn't get to do it because it was so hot. So today we are gonna be doing it. And I know I've shown this area so many times, but it looks so good. There's a lot of overgrown stuff once again, because once you fertilize the flowers and stuff like that, you get more and more growth. And everything just is so plush in this corner, especially this, I would say window box, but it's on my patio. It's my patio leading to my basement. I was really worried about this in the beginning when I planted it, because I was like, the plants are so small. Is it gonna grow up? Is it gonna be this nice compact box? Would it look nice? And indeed it did. It grew up. It looks beautiful. I love this box and hope to do it again for next spring. If I don't put this kind of stuff in here, I'm putting this look somewhere else, because this looks really nice. Something that I want to repeat. If not in the window box, I'm repeating it somewhere else. Now these below here, the sweet potato vine, I've always loved sweet potato vine. I love how it grows. However, I put it in the ground somewhere else and it kind of take over. So I think I'm gonna try to stick to keeping sweet potato vine in pots. If I put it in the ground, it's gonna be somewhere that I really don't care if it takes over. Okay. I put all this in areas that gets part sun, part shade, and everything here just did amazing. Even the begonias, I put one in a small pot, and this is one plant, and it just looks so beautiful. Like, both of the pots are so, it looks really nice. And when I look at this from the streets, I really do see a nice green, the black or burgundy we would consider it, with a little bit of colors. Everything just falls in place and make this area look really pretty, especially looking at it from the streets. Over here, these pots were all transplant, remembering that I took these out of the pots. If I can find the pot, it was planted in these same pots, but I had the oh my god, what's it, the arborvitae. I had the arborvitae in these pots with all this, and it looked amazing. But it was time for the arborvitaes to come out of the pots, and so I took it out and just put these into other pots, of course, but it's the same kind. I don't know if you get that. It was the same pots that the arborvitaes was in. The same color, not the same pot, the same color, same style and everything. I just, the one pot, I have about maybe like 6 of them or 8 of them, so I just switched it over to another pot. But to clear my point, I don't know if you get that, but it just looks beautiful. It's growing. The heat, it's just flourishing. It looks beautiful. Now I do have to take these ferns out of this pot. There's lily in there. There's what you call these flowers. There's a whole lot of stuff mixed in there, but you can't really tell nothing because it looks so jumbled and clustered. It just took over. So maybe sometime within this week or next week, I'm gonna try to take them out of this pot, because it really does need to come out of this pot. The arborvitaes that I plant over here, these are doing really good, because I was keeping up with the watering. No irrigation is run to them yet, so I am keeping up with watering, and so far they're doing really good. Really, really good. This red pot they have, this is a nursery pot, and this have a fruit tree in it that I want to get rid of, but my husband, you know, he kind of believe in this fruit tree and think it's gonna give me something, but yeah, I'm ready to get rid of it. Over here we have my pollinated garden. This is doing good so far. I showed this in another video how well it's coming along, and I know a lot of stuff are gonna die back and flowers are gonna go to seed and all of that, but so far I've had a lot of pollinators in this garden, butterflies, pollinators, birds, you know, so this area here is just doing it for me. And I can't wait for next year because I'm gonna put a lot more stuff in here. Possibly gonna open it a little wider or not. Time will tell. Now this gold or lemon, I can't remember if it's gold or lemon arborvitae. I'd had this for, this is its second year. And I moved it about 2 or 3 times from the areas it was, but it looks like it's doing really good in this area because it's starting to grow pretty good, which I love. I can't wait for this to grow up. I just love the lemony look of it. Like the color just does it for me. And it's in my pollinator garden, and you know, I love it in this corner, so it's gonna stay. I'm not moving it again. It's staying right here. All right, so let's move on. Okay, in this area is doing pretty good. This is my greenhouse bed, and there's 2 sides to this. I'm going to show you the other side. The other side have vegetables that I'm actually going to clean out, but I have the pink knockout roses in here. I have a lot of annuals tucked in that I removed from other places when I was cleaning up. I also have a climbing rose, but when I transplanted it, I kind of cut it all the way back to the root. So next year it should do something for me, but for right now it's just putting out a little bit of new leaves. This is the other side of my greenhouse. I had watermelon on this side, and I had a squash, which was kind of a bad idea to put both of them here because both of them are vinyl crops. I do see a squash in here, like there's a squash right there. Let's see. And it's hiding. Yeah, and it's ready to come out basically. And there's one flower, and there's a begonia in there that I tucked in right there. And there's a boxwood that was struggling. I tucked it in here, and it looks like it needs to, I need to give up on it now because it's all dried out. And possibly because I was never really paying this corner any attention. If you notice, I haven't shown it in any video, and that's because I wasn't paying any attention to this side. But I am gonna remove a lot of plants that I have on my shaded garden bed and put it in here because I want to redo the shaded garden bed. So the stuff that is there now, once I clean this out, I'm gonna put all that stuff in here. On this side I have the blue muffin viburnums and 2 boxwood. It's doing amazing, although there's a lot of heat on this end because the sun blasts this corner. They're doing really good. Now over here is a different story. I still needed to put some iron tone on this what you call it, hydrangea. I never got around to it. The butterfly bush in the back there, I have a lot of little things planted in this bed, but I have plans, a little bit more plans for this bed next year, because when we did our transplanting, this was one of the plants that my husband dig out, and he didn't get enough root ball. And since we kind of took it out in the height of the heat, it really got shocked and just dried out. So that was one of the disappointments over there. However, that's our fault. And I hope next spring it bounces back, because although the leaves is dead on the tree, the stem is still alive. So hopefully I can just take off all the leaves and stuff, and hopefully it bounces back. If not, I just have to find something else and put in that corner, and you know, get this area planted up pretty good. All the camellias on this side is doing really good. All the shrubs on this side is doing really good. They're growing. They need to be cut back, well, trimmed, clean up properly, but I'm not gonna do that until during the fall, to make sure that they don't suffer in this heat. This is the Leyland cypress that we transplanted. Looks like it was suffering a little bit, but I keep giving it a lot of water to make sure it can bounce back. And I know we have a lot of time to help this plant, so hopefully it doesn't die on us, because I really want it to grow and turn out really nice. This here is the Japanese maple, Tamukiyama Japanese maple. I get every time I have to say that name, it just sounds so weird. Okay, anyway, it's doing really good. I had to add some more soil on it during the week, and I did. It's looking amazing. And over here, oh my goodness, this is the best of the best for me. Like, everything over here is just doing great. I love how the roses are growing in between these plants. Once they're in bloom, they just look so pretty. The standard, doing really good. All the hydrangeas are doing good, except that one that I need to put the iron tone on. The arborvitae, these is like standards as well. Like what they call it, lollipops. This one is like a lollipop. It's so soft, so soft, really nice. The Weigela around this way. This Weigela was just a few sticks during the early spring, and it just came right back. So I'm happy with this here. Black Eye Susan. I don't remember the name of this. I do have it in my phone somewhere. But this plant the pollinators love. Absolutely love this plant. So this grass I put in lately, so I'm hoping that it just explode in that corner, explode in a way that looks really nice. These two, I just need to I think I need to either take them out of this corner or just split them. I have a feeling I might split them because they're lilies. I love how they look. This one blooms white over here, and this one gives me white, yellow, and orange. The color just pops. It looks beautiful in this corner. If I have a picture, I'm going to put it on the screen as well. I think I do have a picture of it. But because it's so big, it kind of takes over all this space, and kind of it's blocking two other plants, so I probably do need to split it. ornamental onion. I lately planted that during the summer season. I love that plant. I don't believe this is the first time I'm planting this, because I've always loved that plant. Yeah, this corner just looks, this corner does it for me. Like, I love how this corner look. Although it's really hot, and normally when it's hot like this, a lot of plants really suffer. These are not, I don't know if it's because they're that close together, they're not really suffering. They're just overgrown. Like, some of them just really need to be split. It needs more space. So these needs more space. So I think I gotta split them either during the fall or during spring next year. I'm gonna split them. And that's it for this corner. Hope you guys can see very well. I was actually waiting to do this either early in the morning or late in the evening. So really and truly, it's late in the evening, and I'm not losing light yet, but the glare, so I hope you can see very well. But love this, absolutely love this part of my garden. I hope to get every spot or every part of my garden to look this full and compact and just ready for it all. I just need to plug something in there to, or maybe by next year I wouldn't need to plug anything, but we'll see. There, and something right over there. We'll see. So we have here, this is the Knockout Rose Garden, and above this is the crepe myrtles. 2 crepe myrtles that blooms white. And I don't know if you can see it with the glare, but these 2 crepe myrtles are in full bloom. But there's so much light. Let's see. I'm trying to back up so you could actually see it. I love these with the pink roses below. Love them. And then on this side, I have, let's go around this side. I have here my hedge that I'm trying to create. So the hedge is boxwoods. And they are, let's see. These are Green Mountain boxwood. Oh, sorry. Green Mountain boxwoods. And the soft touch hollies on the end. Kind of pull this out. So you have the soft touch hollies right there. And then the boxwood is what I'm creating my hedge. And then the barberries. During the time we plant these barberries, they look as though they were dying, but nope, they are doing great. So that's it for this area. This is another crepe myrtle in front of the house. And this one is also in full bloom, but because of the light, I don't think you can see it that well. Below this crepe myrtle, just block out the holes on that side. I just put a few annuals here. And there is a few mums that has been blooming all summer long. Look at that. All summer long, guys. I don't know what kind of moms are these. Because normally moms will die. These must be perennials, or maybe the winter wasn't harsh enough. I'm not complaining, but they are, I've never seen moms survive the cold and come back the next year. So I guess I treated these very well. Maybe good water, and maybe the place they were at was nice and cool or something. But they are doing amazing. They've been in bloom for all summer. It haven't stopped blooming. And I water them every day by hand. There's no irrigation. So I just love how these are doing. Over here is also one of my favorite spots. This is another Japanese maple. Now I don't know the name of this one. This one was here when we moved in, and I never could get the name on it. It has, every time I try to look at it on my lens, it gives me about 10 different names. So I just don't know. Below it, I put a lot of plants, a lot of ferns, a lot of the golden euonymus. This is right here. This has been doing really good so far. Let me see if I could step in here and show you guys what's under here, or just so you can see. There's a lot of ferns. All these plants under here is doing really good. I hope I don't have to move any of these, but they're doing really good. One of the spots that I like planting stuff, I have boxwood, 4 boxwoods under here as well, and those have been doing pretty good. There's about 2 of them growing, and 2 of them are still pretty small, but looking really good. Yep. We're just gonna block the hose out because I need that to keep watering my plants. I will forever love this rock. He was here when I moved in. I hope to get some more at some point, but it would definitely be a delivery system. The pots in the front yard is doing good as well. See, they're still blooming. I keep cutting them back so they keep blooming. For these 2 pots, I had to take some of the annuals out of it because it was struggling. But the rest of the plants are doing pretty good, which is really nice. Anyway, guys, this tour has been amazing for me because there's a lot of things, although it's really hot, it's doing really good. I am gonna end this video here. Hope you guys get a chance to do something amazing, something beautiful today. And I will catch you all in my next video. Bye for now.